Hi, I'm Alan Sobel, and this is my granddaughter Sophia. I am privileged to be the managing member of Sobel Co., a certified public accounting and advisory firm dedicated to helping entrepreneurs and family owned businesses succeed in an ever changing and complex business world. We are very proud of our continued sponsorship of the Rothman Institute at Fairleigh Dickinson University's 28th Family Business of the Year Awards. These are very unprecedented times, and the effects of COVID have impacted the family-owned business like no other time in our history. For most of these companies, family does not just imply bloodline. It represents the collective millions of colleagues that most owners consider family as well, and their caring relationship has only added to the burden that this pandemic is having on them. But one thing does not change. Successful family businesses that have lasted generations put their people first. We continue to see that in today's extraordinary environment as we had in more normal times. So on behalf of my partners and colleagues at Sobel Co., Sophia and I would like to congratulate all of this year's honorees, wishing you continued success and most importantly, good health, safety as we can move forward to better days ahead. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Donna Miller here from C3 Workplace, and we are delighted to be supporting the Family Business Awards and the Rothman Institute. Here at C3 Workplace, we have been helping companies to start and grow for 26 years. We do that by providing back office support in the form of bookkeeping, virtual assistants, and business coaching. We know how hard it is to start and grow a business, and we know that sometimes you need some outside perspective in deciding how and what to focus on to drive your business forward. And then we provide a way to outsource some of the things that are not a great use of your time or your team's time. And why I support the Rothman Institute and family business is really simple. A rising tide lifts all boats. If we work together, we can all be more successful. And let's face it, family business and small business is the backbone of this country. And I am thrilled to support this event and this wonderful organization. Thanks so much, everybody.
Hello, my name is Dr. Dale Caldwell. I am the Executive Director of the Fairleigh Dickinson University, FDU, Rothman Institute of Innovation and Entrepreneurship. On behalf of my team of Sue Slavin and Maura Panuski, I would like to welcome you to the 28th Annual Family Business of the Year Award ceremony. This pandemic has made 2020 a very challenging year for all of us that's required us to make this year's session our first virtual ceremony. However, we think that you will love today's celebration. This historic event includes remarks from the Dean of Silberman College of Business at FDU, a powerful keynote address from the founder of shopfamily.org, Christian DeAndrew, comments from our sponsors, and our legendary awards program. We end this historic event with a groundbreaking live VIP discussion with two of the most important people to small businesses in New Jersey. Tim Sullivan, the CEO of the New Jersey Economic Development Authority, and Al Titone, the District Director of the Federal Small Business Administration. This program would not be possible without our many sponsors. Our corporate sponsors include Sally Glick and Sobel Co., SunTrust, Donna Miller and C3 Workplace, Thomas Clark and Cinematrosity, Crystal Plaza, NJBIA and NJ Business Magazine, Andy Bluestone and Selective Benefits, Denny Klein and Rand, Fuhr and Klein, LLC, Tony Russo and NJBIA, and Susan Webley and Cara Solutions, who is managing our virtual event today. It's now my honor to introduce the new Dean of the Silberman College of Business at FDU. Dr. Pierre Balthazard is an extraordinary individual who grew up in a family business in Canada. Prior to coming to FDU, Pierre served as the Dean of the School of Business at St. Bonaventure University and is a senior administrator at Arizona State University and California State University. But what I like most about him is his passion for entrepreneurship and intimate understanding of the important role that the Rothman Institute can play in helping family businesses grow and succeed. Without further ado, here is Dr. Pierre Balthazard.
Greetings, everyone. Pierre Balthazar here, the Dean of the Silberman College of Business. And I'm here to welcome you to the 28th Family Business Awards. Look, I'm the new guy in town. I've been the Dean of Silberman for, 8 or 9 weeks now? And you need to learn a few things about me. Most importantly, I come from the family business. Yeah, I'm a Main Street dean, not a Wall Street dean. Now, what does that mean? Well, back in 1949, Grandpa started a shop in downtown Montreal. And then my dad took it over, and several years later, I took it over. But look, you're family business people, so you understand about 40% of first generation become second generation family businesses in the United States. And maybe about 13% or so make it to the third generation. But only 3 or 4% make it to the dreaded fourth generation. Well, my family business never made it to the fourth generation because I pursued doctoral studies and I got out of the family business. That said, you all know you can leave the family business, but the family business never really leaves you. And indeed, I'm so proud to be part of a college that's been part of this Family Business Alliance since 1992. So that means we've got a lot of stuff working with each other for a long time. Look, family businesses tend to bond with their local community. Okay, that's because you've got a big emphasis on the family. And most family businesses are involved in charitable works and in philanthropy to improve the community. I, as a dean, is seeking to do the same thing. In fact, when you take a look at the goal of the Rothman Institute, look, we want to be your educational partner. We're looking to empower people like you and our community to grow and to become more sophisticated and to succeed. So look, as we are all enjoying our 28th Family Business Awards, remember, we're going to be here tomorrow. We're going to be here the next week. We're going to be here the week after that. And if there's any way we can be of assistance to you, please give us a call. We'd like to know how, as your educational partner, we can help you to grow and to succeed. And without further ado, okay, enjoy the day. And hopefully, once this pandemic, okay, is over, we get an opportunity of seeing each other face to face. I look forward to that day. Enjoy today. Thank you so much.
Thank you for those wonderful words, Dean. It is truly a pleasure to work with you at Fairleigh Dickinson University. We would not have an award ceremony without some extraordinary judges. I'd like to thank the following judges for really doing the difficult job of identifying our honorees and our winners this year. We had one of the best groups of nominees that we've ever had, and so my hat's off to each of them. To recognize them, first I'd like to thank Sandra Kennedy and Vivian Dinkins from another one of our incredible sponsors, Provident Bank. Jan Margolis, a Rothman Advisory Board member who has been a supporter of the Institute for many, many years. Tracy Schoenberg and Diane Walsh. Our own Mary Sakin from the Silberman College of Business, and Chrissy Buteas from New Jersey Business and Industry Association. We also have goodie bags for our honorees from the following two amazing family businesses: Susie Sweet Shops and Beneduce Vineyards. Thank you very much. In addition, our trophies come from another extraordinary family business, Stuart Morris Awards. It is now my honor to introduce one of the most dynamic individuals that I know. I'm honored to call him a very good friend. The extraordinary Christian D'Andrea is the perfect person to keynote our Family Business Awards because he not only runs his own family business, he is one of the biggest advocates for family businesses in the world. Christian is the founder of shopfamily.org, which is focused on enhancing the market presence of family businesses in a way that will motivate people to buy from family businesses. Prior to being a successful family business leader, he was a brilliant student earning degrees from both Harvard and Oxford universities. If that's not impressive enough, he is a successful documentary filmmaker and the director and executive producer of Hurricane Hunters. He's definitely someone who will be a household name in the near future. It is my honor to introduce you to this year's Family Business of the Year keynote speaker, Christian D'Andrea.
Hello and greetings to everyone watching today. Thank you for tuning in to the 28th Annual Family Business Awards. I want to say a quick but very profound thank you to Dr. Dale Caldwell, the mind and moving force behind these awards, and a force to be reckoned with when it comes to supporting family businesses. Dale, you rock, period. This is exciting. In my talk today, I'm going to answer a significant question, and I'm going to do it by presenting data you probably haven't seen before. The question is, are family businesses really better? The answer to that question is important to me because it impacts a new venture that I'm launching. I'll quickly describe what that new venture is to set the stage. I looked around and I realized that something was needed in our culture. We have Shop Small, right? The advocacy initiative for shopping at small businesses. And we have Shop Local. Now I think it's time for us to add Shop Family. Why? Because family businesses are the backbone of American business, and they need to be a focal point in the popular consciousness. I'll share some numbers. According to the US Census Bureau, 90% of American businesses are family-owned or controlled. 90%. And family businesses account for fully half of the nation's employment. Half. Inc. magazine also notes that family businesses account for roughly half of the country's GNP. So I feel that we need an awareness campaign and aggregator of resources that allows us to shop from family businesses whenever we want and all the time if we want to. There are, of course, great existing projects that promote family businesses. I just want to help take it to the next level where it's a movement, a cultural trend. And I want to create something that, in addition to championing family businesses, also actively facilitates shopping at them. So, I'm creating a new digital and content platform called Shop Family. And yes, the idea is that soon you will see stickers on the backs of cars and on storefront window panes saying Shop Family. You can already see the beta launch concept at shopfamily.org. The core mission is all about making a better shopping experience based on the belief that you get better goods and services when you shop family. That's my belief, that family businesses tend to be better. Obviously, family businesses aren't the only businesses that are good, but if you want a quick filter in terms of type of business that gives you the best chance of finding quality goods and services, then I am maintaining that shopping family businesses is the way to go. Looking for a family business is the best quick filter for quality. That's my belief. But is it true? I want to know if, in addition to being a belief, it's also a fact. I'm launching a venture predicated on it, and I want to make sure the foundation is solid. We are critical thinkers in this country. We don't just blindly believe things because we want to. We have to stress test our beliefs, see if they hold up. So let's do it. The question is, are family businesses typically better? And I've answered this question based on two different criteria. Number one, what common sense tells us, and number two, what the data tells us. Let's start with the common sense answer, which is yes, of course, family businesses tend to be better. The people who own and run the business often have their name on the company or the product or the service. So they have more at stake. Let's be honest. Wouldn't you rather buy from someone who considers her business a matter of family honor? There's a past honoree at this event, Mrs. G Appliances. The current CEO, Debbie Schaefer, runs it and keeps her grandmother, Mrs. Greenberg, in mind always. She wants to honor her, and that's why it's a famously awesome appliance store known well beyond its home state of New Jersey. On the Shop Family Facebook page, in fact, I posted a picture that I took inside her store of her working community kitchen. 1,000 people quickly liked the image from all over the Mid-Atlantic region. Debbie does these innovative things, like put a working kitchen in her store, because she cares, and because the G in her company name is her grandmother's name, Greenberg. I myself have a family business with my brothers. Years ago, I saw that the Army was feeding an unhealthy energy bar to troops. It was a bar loaded with trans fat, which causes coronary heart disease. So my brothers and I set out to make something better for the troops. We created soldier fuel energy bars, and they're now used by elite military units in countries around the world. My brothers and I are Eagle Scouts, and we care about things like integrity and doing right by the men and women who defend the country. And our name is literally on the wrapper. DeAndrea Brothers LLC is our company name, and it's on the wrapper. So delivering the best bar in terms of taste, performance, and health is a point of pride and a duty. We have a high standard to live up to, family honor. The same held true, I believe, for a couple of brothers named Wright, who bootstrapped a small family startup called The Wright Company, and they ended up creating the aviation industry. My gut tells me that this sense of respecting a family name can result in better ethics and better products, generally speaking. So that's the common sense test. My gut tells me that my belief is true. Does the data support it? I answered this question and discovered the dramatic information I've promised you by looking at some readily available data in a new way. I consulted what's regarded by many as the most impartial and reliable product rating entity in the country, Consumer Reports. The Consumer Reports ratings represent a fusion of customer feedback, editorial evaluation, and the actual hands-on testing that CR is famous for. Now, CR doesn't sort by family business, although after some of our advocacy, I believe they will in the future. But I did. I scanned their top-rated businesses and I did my own deciphering as to which ones were created and run by families. Now, you might think, hey, wait. Consumer Reports rates the products of heavy industry like cars. How is a family business supposed to compete with a GM or a Toyota? And sure, the conglomerates dominate some categories, but not all. Family businesses can compete. And how well can they compete? Let's find out. Exhibit A, the Consumer Reports ratings for fast food. You can see that the top-rated burger chain, in fact, the top-rated fast food provider overall, is In-N-Out. In 1948, Harry and Esther Snyder opened the first In-N-Out, which was also California's first drive-through hamburger kiosk. The first store measured a whopping 10 feet by 10 feet. Today, there are over 330 locations with 27,000 associates working there. What's interesting is that this growth over the years has been 100% managed by family. Harry and Esther's sons took over, and now their granddaughter is at the helm. The company is still family-owned and managed. There are no franchisees. They've had crazy purchase offers and IPO courtships, but they don't sell. And I'll quickly run down some of the key differentiators that make In-N-Out great, in my opinion. They use locally grown produce. And if you're a food prep voyeur, you're in luck because you can watch the associates slice the lettuce in front of your eyes. The same thing holds true with the French fries. Every fry is the product of a hand-diced potato. The meat is never frozen. They pay well. Store managers make $160,000 a year. And one of the things that I myself like best about the place, it allows big spenders like me to splurge. I always get combo number 3, but I also always shell out an extra $1.25 to upgrade the soda to a milkshake. Let's look at Exhibit B, the number 1 rated ice cream on Consumer Reports. It's Blue Bunny. Blue Bunny is made by Wells Enterprises, which is the largest family-owned ice cream maker in America. It was founded in 1913 by Fred Wells in Iowa, and it's still headquartered there. Its current CEO is Mike Wells, Fred's grandson. Exhibit C, the best fast food chicken. Perhaps not surprisingly, it's Chick-fil-A. Everyone knows about the Cathy family and the intense loyalty that their chicken sandwiches inspire. The current CEO is Dan Cathy, whose dad founded the chain. What I especially like about this rating tabulation is the 5 out of 5 politeness factor. And there's something else I want to point out, a pattern that I'm noticing. It seems like the very big and very successful family businesses in the fast food space, like Hyphens, In-N-Out, Chick-fil-A. I think I'm going to tell my brothers that we need more hyphens in our branding. Long story short, this top-rated family business fiesta goes on and on. I could cite many, but I'll just quickly mention 2 more. Best fast food Mexican? Rubio's. Ralph Rubio was eating a fish taco in Mexico when he had his epiphany. He was thinking, why isn't there a fish taco stand like this in San Diego? He and his dad found a shuttered orange Julius stand and converted it into the first Rubio's fish tacos in 1983. I read an article that said he'd sold 200 million fish tacos in 2015. So by now he's probably well over 300 million. And best grocery store? Central Market, which is owned by H-E-B, which is a family business. The current H-E-B CEO, Charles Butt, started working at H-E-B when he was 8 years old. His grandmother founded the company. Glassdoor now has him as the number 2 most admired CEO in the country based on the opinions of his employees. FYI, In-N-Out's CEO, Lindsay Snyder, is number 3. And what about our business, Soldier Fuel? Is it better? We're the little guys competing against the big guys. It's been a hard road. Some people inside the government didn't really want our bar to succeed because it meant replacing bars made by their friends. Nonetheless, our bar won field tests conducted by the US Army, where soldiers judged the actual performance enhancement they felt from various bars. We beat competitors like Cliff Bar and Pro Bar, among others. Our bar is also featured in the US Special Operations Forces Nutrition Guide. But maybe one of the prouder moments was when some of the unfriendly civilians working inside the DoD's feeding hierarchy had to write this email to their bosses in charge of military food. They had to say that in their tests, our bars rated the highest. I liked it not because we'd won, but because A, we'd done right by the troops, and B, we'd given the military a good reason to shop family. Thank you.
Congratulations to the Rothman Institute for 28 years in putting together the Family Business Awards program. And congratulations to the 6 winners this year. New Jersey Business Magazine has been the media sponsor for the event for 5 years or so. Why do we support the Rothman Institute? I think it's important simply because the organization supports entrepreneurs, small businesses and family businesses. You know, these are the building blocks of our economy. I know it's a cliche, people have been saying it forever, but it rings true. A little bit about New Jersey Business Magazine. We were founded in 1954, so it's 66 years of continuous publication. We are owned by the New Jersey Business and Industry Association in Trenton. Our subscriber base is 23,000 paid subscribers, reaching 110,000 print readers on a monthly basis. So there's a broad range of things we do. We just developed our 2021 editorial calendar with a lot of great stories to help and assist family-owned businesses. So with that, thank you very much. Congratulations to all the winners, and I look forward to the virtual ceremony. Thank you.
Hey everybody, my name is Thomas Clark from Cinematrosity, and this year we've had the honor of supporting the Rothman Institute and Family Business Awards. This year in particular, we're helping out with the video assets for the virtual event, and it has truly been an honor to see how some of these companies started from the ground up, gone through generations and generations of family-owned and operated businesses, and just really seeing their story and see how they got where they are now. This is directly in line with what my company does. We help businesses tell their stories in an authentic and accurate way. And so we help them then leverage that in the sales process to benefit their business in the most effective way possible, which of course is video. And this brings me to why I support the Rothman Institute and Family Business Awards. And what it really comes down to is shedding a spotlight on some of these family businesses and many others has been extremely fulfilling for me. And being able to appreciate and learn and share that with everyone here today has been truly incredible. So I'm, very excited to support this event. Thanks, everybody.
Every year, the Rothman Institute of Innovation and Entrepreneurship at Fairleigh Dickinson University honors the most outstanding family businesses in New Jersey. This year, like our previous years, we have some of the most extraordinary family businesses in the world. I want to introduce you through this video to some of the outstanding nominees to become the prestigious Family Business of the Year award winner.
We were founded in 1945. My grandfather Alfred founded the company after he returned from World War II.
We started in 71. My father, and he's an immigrant from Germany.
My grandfather, again, saying he started in 1946 after World War II. He started the business with a pickup truck and a hand shovel.
Black Swan Espresso, actually, we opened the business in May of 2016.
As far as the family members, my mom is the oldest part of the generation. I started the company, so it started with my generation.
My father started the company in 1968. He was in the military directly following high school. Humbly started paving driveways and doing small work from that, and really just persisted on.
So my mother was actually running the office for the previous owner from the late 70s. and the owner basically had her doing everything. My family bought the business in the mid-'80s. That's how it all started. Prior to my parents buying it, I was already working there.
I represent the third generation.
We're successful because we're a family and we work as a team.
My sister's in charge of the technology.
Third generation contractor here.
My brothers and I all started in the business at 9 years old.
I worked there all through high school and then in summers in college.
I started there in '87 out of engineering school. Really keeping the core values of the company at the forefront of our minds in everything that we do. Alfredson's Area Enterprises is basically just a different company if we fail to do that. And then I worked through as a machinist, everything, every job in the business I've done. And then in like 10, we went into, they let me run everything.
If there's one thing that's been instilled over the last 74 years, it's the hard work and ethic he was able to instill in my father, myself.
We try to source some of the products from the community as best we can, bringing money back into the community by supporting other community businesses.
I started this and I love what I do. So when you're that into it, it is stressful. It is the most gratifying thing.
Family wasn't just blood and DEA. Family were the people that really stuck with you during the toughest of times.
I was fortunate enough, my father was a police officer and he didn't miss a football game or a baseball game or a basketball game I've ever played in. So I appreciated that, and I can't expect my employees to not be there if I'm going to be there for my kids.
That every single day as a construction company, we have clients telling us that we love your employees. They're so nice. They sat with me and looked at my photos on my fridge of my grandchildren.
People think that, because it goes from one generation to another, it's handed, it's easy. And I think you take pride in continuing the work ethic and the pride with the employees to kind of say, hey, I'm right here with you.
Have run the company and have been within the company's, veins and organs. I think that is really something that's important to me. It would be an evolution and taking it to truly the third generation.
And everything seems to be going back to the roots in the family businesses. And you're not just a number, you're not just a stock price, you're not just about cash flows and the numbers in there. It is truly a bigger picture, and it's about the welfare of our employees and us all together and working here.